was just a weird week. We always have weird weeks. Every week is weird, but the lies of the administration and the conflicting information from the administration and how nobody seems coordinated and Biden's fallen off a bike and that's like his best moment of the week. Here is Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre. I always have to note she is a black lesbian. It's very important to tell everybody that. Contradicting Energy Secretary Granholm about what's going on with this gas tax.
What do you say to lawmakers who are already calling this federal gas tax holiday a gimmick and saying best case scenario, it'll save drivers about $20 a month?
Well, there's no doubt this is a modest, if it were just the federal gas tax, right, 18 cents is a modest, modest amount.
We're talking about, 18 cents per gallon, which is going to go a long way. If you look at the average of states, that's 30 cents. Just looking at those two things, that's almost 50 cents. That's going to go a long way for 3 months.
Okay, so first off, they're contradicting each other. That's fine. We expect that. But also this silliness about 18 cents and 30 cents. And even if you fill up your car every day, I mean, we're talking about maybe, $30, $50 a month. I'm not saying it's nothing, but in light of inflation and everything else, this all just shows you these people seemingly have no idea what's going on. Reaboi, you don't like these people, do you?
I mean, that goes without saying. No, I mean, Look, I mean, it's ridiculous. The idea that inflation here is caused by anything but the fact that they put more money into circulation than most other economies in the world combined in the last 2 years. The idea that that's got nothing to do with it is so fanciful and absurd that. I hate to quote Vladimir Putin, but in order to believe it, you have to be illiterate. But they're going to try it, and I don't know. I don't know if anyone buys it. I mean, I'm pessimistic about the intelligence of the average person, so you never know.
Now.
Pessimistic, yeah. I don't like the administration. I think this whole gas tax holiday is a trap. So the idea is that you repeal it, and that gives Biden an opening to attack every gas station in the country and say, see, you need to lower your price. But the inflationary pressure is already there. The tax itself does not. It's not a retail tax. It's a wholesale tax. It's paid very early in the structure of production. I'll make a prediction right here that I don't think it's going to make any difference even if it passes. But it'll allow the administration to claim that the energy companies and the oil companies, the gas company retailers have somehow pocketed the tax cut, and that'll provide an opening for them to do all sorts of attacks and accusing the sellers of gouging. So I think the whole thing is just a big trap, and it does illustrate just how the level of economic ignorance from this, or just sheer lies from this administration is shocking. They don't understand price formation. The price you pay at the pump is not a perfect reflection of the costs along the production structure. Final prices especially, are always retrospective of previous costs and supplies, and then also speculative of future supplies and demand. And so you have an administration demanding lower gas prices. At the same time, they're waging an unrelenting rhetorical and regulatory war on fossil fuels and anything other than, as Janet Yellen says, the wind and the sun. Those are good kinds of energy, which constitutes about 14% of American energy consumption. And the rest is evil, and they want to get rid of it. So you cannot inspire more production and lower prices under these conditions. It's a war on energy and enterprise, and it's outrageous. And it's hardly a surprise it's going to lead to more pressure from two directions. One, monetary, as David says, but also the supply constraints and refining capacity is very intense right now.
And by the way, they're fully admitting that they are waging that war. They're not even hiding that they are waging that war. They're telling us they're waging that war.